it's me, Crafting Journey, that journey chick on Instagram. I hope you are following me on Instagram. I've been doing a little like 3-minute video each morning. It's sort of a very condensed version of this show, but check it out. The more followers, the better. Anyway, guess what? 31 days until Christmas and 2 days until Thanksgiving. Today's November 24th, 2020. And I have a really interesting that day in history that's coming up later on in the show. So I skipped these 2 sections. Yes, I did. I was working on the other sections last night and I was trying to get them done. And the dogs were just bugging the crap out of me because they wanted to go to bed. They were like, Mom, it's, I think it was like 9 o'clock. And they're like, we want to go to bed. So I just lay in bed. I take them to bed. And then I just lay there and crochet. I finished another hat. It's not in my hat bin over there. There's my hat bin right there. There's the new loom one. I can't point today. New loom one. So the one I finished last night is a crochet sludgy hat that is boysenberry in color, just a solid hat. And I don't know. I might wear it tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm going to keep it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to do this section over here today, which is this lamp post. Now, I'm going to try to avoid the light part of the lamppost because I do want to put some type of sparkler, like maybe a pineapple sparkler, or I have some pineapple glow glass sparklers somewhere in this room. I just have to find them. So for now, we are going to do, which fuzzy symbol do we want to work on today? So I actually talked to somebody who's an ambassador, Anna. She's an ambassador with Dreamer Designs. And she says, yes, they are very much aware of the issue with the symbols. And they are working on the problem. And we're hoping by the next iteration of the paintings they come out with, the symbols are better. I tried to explain that it's mostly the ones that have, solid background with a white symbol. And I'm sure it's the fabric bleeding through the symbol once the glue is poured. Nevertheless, they've got to find a solution to it because it's really annoying. Super, super annoying. Anyway. But this canvas, I am loving this canvas. Oh my God, did you guys see what Diamond Art Club is doing? Holy moly! They are rolling out, well, they said 1 painting an hour. So what I think they actually meant, this hat wants to slide off my head. I think what they actually meant is 1 painting an hour during working hours. Because 1 painting an hour up until Black Friday would be lots of paintings. So I think by the end of the day yesterday, they had maybe 8. I think they had revealed 8 paintings. I would have to go back and count. There was a Spangler, there was a Hannah Lynn, Alice in Wonderland, Hannah Lynn. But you know what? I don't think I'm going to buy it unless it's on sale. Now, if they put it on sale, like truly, let's have a sale, let's give you some money off of this thing, then I might consider it. They also had a Chuck Penson. I did not see a Mandy yesterday. Some cute ones. They had this one with the firefighter hat, gorgeous painting, gorgeous. So they say they're going to do that 1 an hour up until Black Friday, when the best sale they've ever had starts. Now, they had a sale a little over a year ago that was buy one, get one free, like a BOGO. They've never done that again. They did that one time, and we never saw it again. Now that would, if this is going to be their best sale ever, they would have to beat the BOGO, buy one get one. So let's see what they come out with. Now Dreamer Design for Black Friday is doing buy one get one 60% off. I don't know what Craftably is doing, and Treasure Studios Arts has plans. They have not been revealed yet, but there is something special planned for Treasure Studios Arts on Black Friday as well. So stay tuned. I'm just loving me some Black Friday. I'm still waiting to see what Lion Brand does with the yarn. Because, I've seen other companies, announce their Black Friday, as far as yarn goes. But I haven't seen Lion Brand come out with anything Black Friday yet. But I keep checking. So last night I saw it on my Instagram, this little miniature gnome, like maybe this big. And there were 3 versions of it, well, 4 versions of it. So I went to the Etsy shop and I purchased the pattern. So I spent $5 because it was 2 patterns. Now I haven't gotten those in my email yet, but I think, I got to give the person that runs the Etsy shop time to wake up and send me the pattern. But I can't wait. I want to make some of those for Christmas. I know I put way too much on my plate. I get it, but oh my God, these are the cutest things. And frankly, I've made enough hats, don't you think? Yeah, I think we're done with the hats. I worked on my sweater for a little while. So that's in the works. It's just turning out so gorgeous. It really, really is. I love this 4-placer, this metal 4-placer. It's so nice. And I kept looking last night at the alpaca site. I almost bought an alpaca, and I thought, nope, not until the pink comes back. 'Cause I almost bought like a neon blue one, and I thought, something went wrong with the PayPal, and I thought, wasn't meant to be. I'm not going to have an alpaca. No alpacas for Rebecca. And I'm okay with that. I shouldn't be buying myself stuff anyway. Christmas is coming, yes. Although, how do you communicate to your family that, hey, there's this stuffed animal that I want online? They won't buy it for me. My son will say, Mom, what do you want that for? And then he'll buy me something practical. Which is, it's okay. I even thought yesterday, I should just get in my car and drive to North Carolina and go visit my daughter. But first of all, I'm not going to say I'm estranged from her. I'm not really. It's just that we're just not that close. We're close, but not close enough to where she wants Mom hovering around all the time. First of all, she's afraid I'm going to say, when are you getting married? Which I can hold my tongue. And when are we having babies? And she does not want to have that conversation. So she avoids me. I know she loves me, and I love her dearly. But I would even offer to maybe stay in a hotel, which she wouldn't let me. She would say, no, you're staying in my house. But then I'm sure she would just resent the hell out of me because she would be, like, if I looked at her sideways, she would probably think, oh, that's the "are you having a baby" look. She's just like paranoid about that thing right now. So, and I've come to terms with the fact that probably will never happen. I will probably never have grandchildren from my daughter. She I don't know. I think she'd make a great mom. So I can't explain it. I think it's really tough out there for young people. It's super expensive to live, even on 2 incomes. And then, to even entertain the thought of taking time off to have children, or having children and not taking time off, it's still expensive. And I get it. So luckily, she don't watch this show. At least not that I'm aware of. I don't know. Anyway, I'm doing this dark green over here, like really dark green. But, okay, what should we talk about? Okay, yesterday, it's like freaking Groundhog Day. Every day is the same. Nothing really changes. All this week, it has been gray and over. I haven't seen blue sky in like 4 days. It's been rainy, cool. I haven't gone. I'm going to go today and pick up my groceries from Walmart. That's this afternoon. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yay, groceries at Walmart. Which means I'm going to drive to their parking lot, pull in, somebody's going to put groceries in my trunk, and I'm going to come back home. But hey, car ride. Yay. I'm like the dog. Car ride. Please don't tell anybody I did that. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. But true, my God. And so last night I was watching. I got to the end of the last season of Call the Midwife, and the way they left it, I'm sure there's going to be more seasons of that. It did not end the series. Such a good show. It really, really is. And then I was watching like behind the scenes making of Schitt's Creek. If you have never watched Schitt's Creek, I gotta tell you, it is hysterical. It's such a well-written show, and it's won a bunch of what is it they win on TV? Emmys, I think. Yeah, Emmys. All the actors, actresses, it's a fantastic cast. But that show ended. It like had an ending, which I applaud. It had an ending. Everybody went off to their separate ways, to their future, and we're done. That's the end of the show. I say I applaud. Quit while you're ahead. So, I'm diamond painting way over here, and this freaking knee. I just want to like chop my leg off. Yeah. It's just annoying. You guys that are in constant pain, I can so relate, because I have been in constant pain with this thing now for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I'm just so over it. I don't know how you guys do it. I was in tears last night. I just said, I cannot take another second of this. I've been icing it, taking the tramadol, which, when you take tramadol and then you try to sleep, you're not really asleep. You're like kind of asleep. So in my sleep last night, I'm coming up with themes for the months, for next year's calendar. Because, I'm advocating that we all, collaborate within these themes. So I'm like thinking of themes for hours last night. Finally, at 4 o'clock in the morning, Jake wakes me up, because he's just scratching and scratching and scratching. So I like, okay. So I put him in the bathtub. Yes, I am giving the dog a bath at 4 o'clock in the morning. But, who cares? It's like, I could just live without a clock here because, ooh, a squirrel. a squirrel just went by. I could live without a clock because, daytime, night, it's all the same. It's all the same. Get up, do some crochet, watch some TV, go back to bed, get up, clean up the kitchen, do some laundry, film some YouTube, go back to bed. Oh no. Groundhog Day, right? Anyhow, let's talk about what National Day it is. I was kind of avoiding it because it is National Sardine Day, and I do not eat sardines. To me, I'm trying to think. Mickey always tells me, Mickey Sunshine Creates, my bestie, she tells me, you have to try before you say you don't like it. And I don't know that I've ever tried it. But just the thought of putting this slimy little fish in my mouth, like I would make a horrible Survivor contestant. Don't ask me to eat anything gross. But people love these things. They love them. They're just these little fishies that come in a can, and they might have tomato sauce on them or mustard or, whatever, but people like them and they put them on crackers, and I'm like, no, I'm passing. But, it's National Sardine Day. The recommendation is, here's how you celebrate. Go share a can of sardines with your bestie. I'm like, I'm going to tell Mickey, I'm coming over with sardines. She'll probably say she loves them. In which case, she can have the whole can. Yep. Mm-hmm. If somebody said, I'm coming over to share a can of sardines with them, I'd say, no. Go next door. Keep going. Mm-mm. Really, I think I'm coming down with something. You probably shouldn't come over. No. I don't want those sardines. So tonight is Tuesday night, and Crashly usually does her clay tutorials on Tuesday nights. So we will be looking forward to that tonight, but at 8 p.m. Central, there will be a very short live show between myself and J-Rob, DP Addiction Adventures. We're going to go ahead and give out the grand prize for the Halloween collab. We had not done that. I'm going to put everybody's name on a wheel who qualified for the grand prize. We're going to spin the wheel. We're going to pick a winner. The winner will get a $25 Treasure Studios Art gift card, their choice of one of those storage containers. And then it's going to be two winners. We're going to spin the wheel twice. Second winner gets a 2020 quarantine gnome, which is the cutest thing ever, and the other storage container. So tonight, 8 p.m. Central Time. And I know sometimes Crashly runs a little late, but y'all can hashtag replay not everybody got into the drawing for the grand prize, but if you want to, come over and say hello to Jen and I and have a little, a few minutes of some fun, please stop by. Yeah, it'll be fun. In fact, I'm going to need to check with Jen because I want to say her husband's not feeling well. I could be wrong. I know, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong Jennifer. Okay, maybe the wrong Jennifer. I think it's Diamond Queen 2020 Jennifer, whose boyfriend is not feeling well. I don't think it's J-Rob. Okay, so forget that whole back up. Okay, never mind. Who else is live? I don't know. That's fine. Let's consult the list, shall we? Because I'm sure there's probably some daytime stuff going on. Let's take a look. I don't want to get in trouble for singing that song. I don't even know what song that is. Where is the list? Where is the list? Oh my God, has it been that long since oh yes, I need to talk to this person more often. She fell way down on the list. Oh my goodness. Okay, where is it? Right here. Okay, Tuesday. Oh, okay, Melissa B. Crafts with Me is on at noon Eastern Time. Melissa B. Craft with Me. And Lizzie World of Gems at noon every other week. So I don't know if this is the week, but, check in. And then at 5 p.m. Eastern is Shalene, the Coloring Book Nook. I think she's going to color. I think she's going to do some Christmas coloring today. I can't wait. I love watching her. Now, Rivka usually goes live before Crashly, but Rivka was in the hospital yesterday, had a little procedure. So she's at home recovering, resting, and I would not expect to see her live today. And then Drea, who has I believe recovered from her COVID saga. Oh, poor thing. Check her out at 10 Eastern. So an entire night of Tuesday lives. Should you choose to forego your individual suite and watch The Bachelorette, I'll just record The Bachelorette. I like to fast forward through it because, I'm sorry, I still watch The Bachelorette. I still find it quite funny. And who doesn't love a good fairy tale love story ending, which, I look at it that way. They walk away with like a $60,000 engagement ring and a good-looking man, and so what if it lasts 6 months or 6 weeks? Have fun, have at it. That's my motto. It's still a fairy tale. You got to be on TV. You got to meet sturdy, good-looking men. Yeah, I'm going to roll with that one. So this day in history. So just imagine, and I got to look at see what year it was. I think it was 1978 or thereabouts. Let me check it out. I know, back to the singing. Do, 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 do. Okay. Oh, it was 1971. I was wrong. 1971. Now just imagine, you're boarding this plane, and this guy gets on the plane. He's dressed in a suit and tie and loafers and, just a normal, regular-looking guy. And he sits down in the last row of the plane. I don't think anybody was with him. And he calls the stewardess over, and he hands her a note, which says, "I have a bomb." So, and in the note, he was demanding that everyone leave the plane except for the crew, the stewardesses and the flight crew. And so all the passengers left. He was demanding that someone bring him $200,000, and they did. They brought him $200,000. So they close up the plane and they take off. Now his demand was that you fly at a low altitude. He wanted to go to Mexico, but he wanted them to fly at a very low altitude with all the landing gear down. And they knew that they did not have enough fuel to make it to Mexico, flying at a low altitude with landing gear down. So they decided, I think they were going to go to Reno instead. That was the shortest route to go, flying at that altitude. So, and then the weather was bad. So it was, raining, storming. So he must have asked the stewardesses to leave too. I'm guessing that he did, because it was just the flight crew. So anyway, the At one point, he calls the pilot and he says, "I'm having trouble getting," they had one of those blow up stairs. That's how people boarded this plane back in 1971. They had those blow up stairs. And so the pilot talked him through that. So next thing you know, they hear this bump. And what the bump was this man jumping. He had engaged the ladder, the inflatable ladder. He had engaged the inflatable ladder, got on it, and took off with a parachute and jumped. His name was Dan Cooper, D.B. Cooper, and no one ever saw him again. But what that bump was that they heard was once he jumped off that inflatable thing, it popped back up. It closed back up to keep that cabin air pressure. They looked and looked and looked for this guy. The FBI searched and searched. I mean, they're still searching for this guy. Never found him. Now, people have claimed to be D.B. Cooper, and it just hasn't panned out that that's who they really are. They're saying that they were him. Now, they found some of the money. There was a child, walking or playing in the backyard or something, and found $3,000 of the money, with the wrappers still on, and and $20 bills. But 3,000 out of 200,000, nobody knows what happened to the rest of that money. Nobody ever found a parachute. They think probably the plane was off course, because what they did was search along the course that the pilots thought they were on. That's not where they were. Apparently, they were way west of where they thought they were. They were probably about 8 miles west of where they thought they were. So there's, I watched this special where there's a group of researchers, and they're out looking west for D.B. Cooper in the parachute, and I only got through 30 minutes of it before, my next sleep episode set in. But they have never found this guy. Can you imagine? So when I think of D.B. Cooper jumping out of the plane, I always thought like he did it at, like when you and I get on a plane and they go, whoop, and they're at cruising altitude of 10,000 feet or whatever it is. I thought that's how he jumped. No, he was at a very low altitude. The landing gear was down, and people that have copycatted him since then, they've all survived and they've all been caught. This guy never got caught. Can you imagine? $197,000 still out there somewhere. Parachute still out there somewhere. I mean, he planned this thing so well. Wow. So that happened this day in history in 1971. There was one other thing that I thought was interesting I wanted to tell you about. Jack Ruby kills Lee Harvey Oswald. Now, Lee Harvey Oswald is the lone, there's some conspiracy theories about whether he was really a lone shooter of Kennedy. President John F. Kennedy. He was in Dallas, and he was, his motorcade was passing by, and he was shot by Lee Harvey Oswald. Well, the next day, I guess he was in the basement of the police station. This guy, this nightclub owner, just runs up and shoots him and kills him. Crazy, huh? Now, I have been there to that area in Dallas where that shooting occurred. And if you ever get the opportunity to go there, I would suggest that you do. It's fascinating. I actually stood It's called the Grassy Knoll. I actually stood in one of the places where they think there might have been another shooter, if you believe some of the conspiracies. And it's totally plausible. I stood there. It's totally plausible. But then the book depository where the shooting, where Oswald did the shooting, that is now a museum, and you can actually tour it, and you can stand at that window and watch the cars go by. It's very interesting. If you're a history buff, and I wouldn't say that I'm a history buff, but I just found it interesting. It's in Dallas, of course. So if you're ever in Dallas, Marissa lives in Dallas. You can go say hi to Marissa, Crafty Heifer, and go see the Grassy Knoll. Yeah. Oh, guys, we're at 30 minutes. We're done for the day. Oh my, oh my. I hope y'all have some interesting plans today, other than, hopping in the car and going to get your groceries and coming back home. I will deny that I ever did that, if anybody ever asks. And I'm not doing it on Instagram. So guys, if you see me in a live tonight, say hello. I will absolutely be in the live at 8 p.m. with DP Addiction Adventures, where we're doing the grand prize drawing for the Halloween giveaway. So I will see you there. Everybody take care. I love you. Bye.